priests and the whole Sanhedrin were looking for false evidence against Jesus so that they could put him to death, but they did not find any, though many false witnesses came forward. Finally, two came forward and declared, "This fellow said, I am able to destroy the temple of God and rebuild it in 3 days." Then the high priest stood up and said to Jesus, "Are you not going to answer? What is this testimony that these men are bringing against you?" But Jesus remained silent. The high priest said to him, "I charge you under oath by the living God. Tell us if you are the Christ, the Son of God." "Yes, it is as you say," Jesus replied. "But I say to all of you, in the future you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven." And the high priest tore his clothes and said, "He has spoken blasphemy. Why do we need any more witnesses? Look, now you have heard the blasphemy. What do you think?" "He is worthy of death," they answered. Then they spat in his face and struck him with their fists. Others slapped him and said, "Prophesy to us, Christ. Who hit you?" Meanwhile, Jesus stood before the governor, and the governor asked him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" "Yes, it is as you say," Jesus replied. When he was accused by the chief priests and the elders, he gave no answer. Then Pilate asked him, "Don't you hear the testimony they are bringing against you?" But Jesus made no reply, not even to a single charge, to the great amazement of the governor. Following the arrest of Jesus, the evil, injustice and cruelty and selfishness gather around him in the darkness of the night. Religious leaders drag him to an illegitimate court and desperately search for false witnesses, anyone who will be able to cast grave doubt on the words of the one who moved with compassion towards the sick and the poor. Then he's led into the seat of human power, and Pilate is shown to be a weak man, and then Herod will be shown to be simply a farce. The crowd bay for his blood, perhaps some who even had been fed by him in the desert are there. And the soldiers are happy to use their break time to ridicule, to mock, and beat the one who was gentle and lowly in heart. And even Peter is confronted with the darkness of his own self-orientation and betrays his friend. In so doing, it's as though he and all the others gather up millennia worth of human betrayal, and it's laid upon Jesus as collectively we turn on our Maker, disown him, and pave the way to his death. And through it all, amidst the chaos and evil, Jesus is an oasis of calm. The work in the garden continues to inform and shape his poise, his posture, and his words. There's no ranting, no railing, no demands for a lawyer, no accusations, no counter-accusations, no struggling, no angst. In the garden, there was stress and there was struggling in prayer. But here, in the real heat, there is calm serenity. Peter will write in his first letter, "When they hurled insults at him, he did not retaliate. When he suffered, he made no threats. Instead, he entrusted himself to him who judges justly." Jesus entrusted himself to God, to the one who is over all and who will reveal all things in his time. And for now, Jesus is content to wait. No need for people to think well of him, no need to self-justify, no need to give a reason or an answer. He is undefended before men, for he is confident of the vindication of his Father. In God alone, my soul waits in silence. We are invited to become like Jesus in his death, to entrust ourselves to God alone amidst the madness of this life. People may think this or that of us. They may demand this or that from us. But at the end of the day, we need not always respond. We simply cast ourselves upon God. We entrust ourselves to him on the merits of Jesus Christ, our Saviour. And because of that, we are freed from the impossible burden of defending ourselves and freed to have regard for the hearts and lives of even those who accuse us. Amidst the storms of life, we are enabled to say, "For God alone, my soul waits in silence."